Ex Dividend Date. The Ex Dividend Date pertains to dividend payments timing of stocks of both publicly and privately held companies, financial institutions, and trusts. The Ex Dividend Date illustrates the date on or after which the security trade takes place, and it will not involve any dividend or distribution which was declared previously. Not necessarily, but most of the time, the previous closing price became the opening price, excluding the amount of dividend. A person is entitled to the dividend if stock is bought before the Ex Dividend Date and that stock is held before market opening on X date. A person will not be entitled to current dividend payment if stock is purchased on the Ex Dividend Date or after it. For determination of who is eligible for getting dividend payments or distribution, the most relevant date is record date. All the shareholders who got an entry in the shareholders' registers at record date will be entitled to dividend payments. A person who will own stock one day before the Ex Dividend Date will also get an entry in shareholders' register. And the reason behind it is that the Ex Dividend Date and record date are settled following the settlement cycle of security. The settlement cycle of T+2 is being utilized by many developed financial markets of the United States, United Kingdom, Germany, and France. Due to this cycle, many companies in these developed markets are settling their Ex Dividend Date one day before the record date of dividend. To make it simple, you need to own a stock one day before Ex Dividend Date in order to enjoy that sweet, sweet dividend. For example, the dividend was declared by Walmart on November 19, 2020, and the record date was settled on December 6, 2020. Walmart made dividend payments of $0.53 per share on January 2, 2021, and this dividend is paid only to those shareholders who had owned stocks before the Ex Dividend Date of December 5, 2020. Only those investors are entitled to dividend payments who purchased stocks of Walmart before X date. What is market capture strategy? Market capture strategy is mainly an income-focused and active trading strategy. This strategy involves frequent buying and selling of shares and holding these for a short period or long enough to capture dividends. This strategy is highly timed investment involving the time purchase and selling dividend-paying stocks subsequently. This strategy calls for stock purchase before the Ex Dividend Date specifically, and then immediate sale on Ex Dividend Date. This is the reason it is called a dividend capture strategy, or in other words, it is referred to as buying the dividend. Sometimes the dividend value decreases after Ex Dividend Date when the market tends to be efficient. This makes the viability of dividend capture strategy questionable. Like and subscribe for more financial education tips and tricks.